going on, family? Y'all know your nationality?
Bring it out, and it reads, cry aloud, spare none, lift up thy voice like a trumpet.
That's right, we're not in the library, we're not gonna whisper, all right? We're not.
Chapter 22, verse 32. I am the God of Abraham, and the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. God is not the God of the dead, but of the living.
Hey, the dead can be our people as well, right? Everybody know about Ezekiel 37.
What's our nationality, bro?
I'm an Israelite.
What's our nationality?
I'm an Israelite.
What's our nationality?
I'm an Israelite.
What's our nationality?
Israelite.
Hey, we Israelites.
That's
man.
right.
Hey, we the Hebrew Israelites.
Tribe of Yahweh.
That's right. Go back to Proverbs. Bring it up. Get back in this thing.
Proverbs 1 and verse number 4. Bring it out. But ye have set at naught all my counsel. It's like 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. Right? I will mock when your fear coming.
Hey, the Lord said He gonna mock when your fear coming, man. He gonna laugh at your calamity. Right? Bring it out.
When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. Right? When distress and anguish cometh upon you.
Hey, so it'll be smart of y'all to come hear the words of the Lord. You, sister. I'm talking to you. You gotta come hear the words, sister. You gotta get the food on the Sabbath day. Hey, go to Exodus.
Profane the Shabbat.
Exodus 35 and 2, man. Hey, they wanna profane the Shabbat, man. They wanna buy on the Shabbat. They wanna cook on the Shabbat. Hey, brother just said he gotta work on the damn Shabbat, man. I gotta go to work. I'm late. I'm kind of on my lunch break. No, brother. You need to hear the words of the Lord. All right, bring it up. 35 and 2.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 35, verse 2.
Let's see what's gonna happen to those people that's cooking on the Shabbat. So like,
6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day there shall be to you an holy day.
Hey, it's a holy day today, man. It's a set apart day out the week, right? And y'all white people, y'all gotta keep the Sabbath too. Y'all is. We're gonna put y'all in chains, right? We're gonna take y'all to slavery, and y'all gonna keep the commandments.
Right.
Right, bring it up.
And so like a Sabbath of rest to the Lord. Whosoever doeth work therein shall be put to death.
Hey, and all those people that's doing work today, y'all gonna get put to death if y'all don't repent. And the Lord is gonna literally put y'all to death. You're gonna die. Literally. Right, bring it up. Give me Romans 6:23.
Verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation.
No, I'm about to go. I gotta pick my food.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation.
No, the Coney cooking my food.
Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitation.
Hey, they kindling fire throughout the habitations, man. Right? They kindling fire. They damn ice skating, like I keep saying. Right? They damn gotta go pick their food up, go to work. He just told this brother gotta go to work too. He's security guard. He's securing the land right now. When the Lord said we're supposed to be at rest. It ain't supposed to be nothing to secure right now. Right? Bring it up, man.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23. For the wages of sin is death.
No, you gonna live.
For the wages of sin is death.
Hey, the Lord said the wages of sin is death. Hey, brother.
Hey, brother with the dread.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. What's your nationality, brother? Hey, brother, the Lord said the wages of sin is death, man. Hey, brother walking, he running to sin right now.
That's what the prophets did. Hey, the prophets didn't get on the Israelites, and they kind of ducked for the prophets, right?
Hey, every time we say come, it seems like every time we say come hear the word, they walk it a little quick. Hey, look, they start running. Hey, brother, come hear the word, brother. Come hear the word real quick. Don't run from me, brother. You listen. Come on, brother, real quick.
See you, come here.
Real quick.
Hey, clap it up for the brothers. Come
on, brother. Yeah, they coming up. Come on, brother. Y'all ain't gonna come real quick? All right, I got a screen for the brother. Go do run 28:6. Brother made me strain my voice. I don't want to strain my voice, brother. Hey, what's your nationality? Your race, ethnicity. Black.
American, black.
So y'all black and African American?
Black.
Right. So you know black just the color. That's the color of bro jacket. It's the color of some part of your body. You feel me? And you brown. So how we black? What language called black? That's what we've been told by who? The people that call themselves white, but they don't know they damn colors either because they red. It don't make sense. So let's see what the Bible calls us real quick, all right? Go to Deuteronomy 28:16. Go to Exodus 20 and 2. Go to Revelation 11:8.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68, right? And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He's speaking to the Israelites. He said, if y'all don't keep my commandments, I'm going to take y'all back into Egypt. Right? Ultimately meaning slavery. Right? Because that's what Egypt means. Bring it up.
Deuteronomy, it's like in Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Because Egypt is synonymous with bondage. What is bondage? When you look up the definition, it literally means slavery. Right? Even the word Egypt, they go back to Matazari in the Hebrew. Right? Literally meaning caught between the rock and the hard place. Double straights. If you look up what straight means, it means somewhere hard to get out of. But imagine double that. That's what Egypt means. So when he said I'm gonna bring y'all back into Egypt again, he said I'm gonna bring y'all back into bondage. Right? Not the physical landmass. Right? So let's see how we got to slavery, because that's what Egypt means, right?
Bring it to the time.
Real quick.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Slavery again, but this time with what?
With ships.
No, with a scoop.
With ships.
He said I'm gonna take y'all back to slavery on ships.
Right here, King.
Hey, who went to slavery on
Black
ships?
History Month in the Bible. Didn't even know.
Who went to slavery on ships? Everybody, the white man was on the bottom of the ships. Our ancestors, brother. Right? So, hey, if he said that's right, and he said that happened to us, so who must be the Israelites? You say what, brother? We the Israelites, brother. That's our real nationality. We not black people. Right? So y'all got to come back to the Lord and keep the commandments, because that's the reason we went into slavery. Right? We hate our brother. Right? We don't keep no command. We don't keep the Sabbath day. Y'all eat pork, don't y'all?
I don't eat pork.
You eat bacon? Yeah, brother, that's a sin.
It's bacon.
You ain't know that was a sin, did you? That's a sin. The Lord said we can't do
Sin everything.
Hey, but we can't willful sin, bro. We can't just say, yeah, I'm gonna just do what I want. Your mama tell you to do something, what you gonna do? You gonna do it or what? Get the bell. Yeah, get your ass beat. Right? My mama got to a point she started scoring up with me. Right? You don't want that, brother. You wanna listen to your mama and do what she say. Your kids don't listen to you, what's gonna happen? And pop that damn thing in. So brother, y'all gotta listen to our Heavenly Father. This Bible is a living book. You understand?
Right.
We gotta get them out of our way though.
Y'all gotta take it easy.
What's our nationality?
Respect.
What's our nationality?
Israelite.
Israelite, brother. Y'all can't forget that.
Respect. What's our YouTube?
Hey, brother gonna give you he got a QR code.
A QR code?
Yeah, you gotta use your little phone. My brother got a preset.
The secret in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 29. The secret things belong unto the Lord our God, but those things which are revealed belong to us and our children forever, right? That we may do all the words of this law.
Right, and at the end of the day, we gonna do all these words that's in the law. All these secret things. Hey, this is not for the so-called white man. This is for the so-called this is for the Israelites, man. Right. Yasharallah, man. Right, it's not for you, Billy. You hear me, little boy? It's not for you. Hey, brother, what's your nationality, brother?
I'm black, man.
You black? You the same color as my coat? You not, brother. Hey, that's not a joke. Our people laugh at that. Hey, they laugh at their stupidity. Go to
Not
Hosea
black,
4:6,
brother.
Bring this up.
It's Baruch 4:28, and it reads, For as it was your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more.
Hey, we gotta seek the Lord 10 times more. Hey, that ain't where I want. Right, but that was the 3 and 28.
3 and 28.
Yeah, go to 2. Yep. It
say, for I knew that they would not hear me. It's Baruch 2:30. For I knew that they would not hear me because it is a stiff-necked people.
Right, and our people are stiff-necked people. Right, but keep reading.
But in the land of their captivity, they shall remember themselves.
Right, we don't remember ourselves in the land of captivity. You good, boy? Straight. What's your nationality? What's your nationality? What's your race, your nationality? No, I ain't trying to say nothing. What you think it is? Hebrew what, though? Start with an I. Israelite. And you know what you gotta do as an Israelite, though? Let me show you something. Go to Deuteronomy 10:12.
Let's look at Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12.
I'm going to take out of it. Read.
And now Israel.
And now who?
And now Israel. What doeth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Right now, we got requirements from God. Yeah, we love God, right? All that, but you got to show requirements. We got requirements of what we got to do.
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul.
Right.
To keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right, we got to keep the commandments. Right? It's more than just saying, yeah, I follow God, I love him, all my heart. Right? And the Lord not really dealing with us just talking. He want to see us show action. Right? Go to 1 John. Go to John 14 and 15. Right? We got to actually keep the commandments. And the Christian church not going to teach you. They're going to tell you you can do whatever the hell you want. Feel me? Right? Whoever there.
John chapter 14 and 15.
Right?
If he loves, keep my commandments.
If you love the Lord, you got to keep his commandments. So you can't love the Lord if you don't do what? Keep the commandments. It's that plain. You feel me? Right? Now we got to learn some commandments now. Go to Leviticus. It's the Old Testament, right? Both of them. We believe in the whole Bible. I know. Right? Because you know, the New Testament, the only difference between the Old Testament and the New Testament.
Hey, sisters, y'all got a minute for the Bible?
That's the only difference.
Y'all sisters got a minute for the Bible?
Who was they reading though in the New Testament?
Y'all Hebrew Israelites who can't keep the commandments.
We go all through it. They probably was Old Testament. You got different doctrines, right? You got Old Testament only, you got Negro only. Right? People think that the Israelites are just the Negroes when it's the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You got 12 tribes, all of them black, all of them Negroes. Come on, bro.
It was good sitting.
Hey, but you gotta keep the commandments. Let me get you the Alright, Leviticus. And bro, you brother YouTube.
I'll bring it out real quick. It's Leviticus 11:7.
Right?
In the swan.
And the swan. Right? Swan is what? Pork. Right?
Though he divided the hoof, for it, yet he should not the cud.
It don't chew the cud. Because pigs eat boo-boo. Pigs eat damn bags of old chip bags. It don't matter what they eat. Anything. They before we had the garbage man, we had the pig. Right? Look it up.
Of their flesh shall you not eat, and their garbage shall you not touch.
Right? We can't even touch it then.
They are unclean.
They are unclean.
These shall you eat over in the water. Whatsoever have fins and scales shall you eat.
Right? We got fins and scales in the water. We can eat. Right?
Whatsoever have fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall you eat.
Like fish, like you got salmon, trout, bass, cod.
All that have not fins and scales in the seas and in the rivers, of all that move in the waters, and of anything that was in the waters, they shall be an abomination.
Right, so you can't eat nothing, fish, shrimp, crab, lobster. They're the same thing. Now one more, go to Exodus 28.
Look at Exodus chapter 28. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
And the Lord said, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Right, when it,
6 days, like 6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
the seventh day. When is seventh day? Let's see real quick. day. What's the last day? So Sunday, Monday, Saturday the last day. That's the Sabbath day. So we gotta put it.
Bear with me.
Even if you look up the etymology,
Look at Matthew chapter 28, verse 1. It reads,
Saturday, it says seventh or last day of the week. That's the seventh day.
it's Matthew 28 and 1. In the end of the Sabbath, as it begins on towards the first day of the week.
So the seventh day, right, the Sabbath day, right? So in the Sabbath day, what can you do? Exodus 22, 28, right?
Okay, Exodus chapter 28.
9.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
Right, you gotta keep the Sabbath day, right? And you can't work, right?
In it thou shalt not do any work.
Right, you can't work.
Thou nor thy son, nor thy daughter, nor thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
Right, can't nobody work. You understand? Right, so all this stuff ain't supposed to be open though. Because it's the 7 day of the week. Right, go to Nehemiah.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 10, verse 31. And it reads,
Nehemiah. No, said I would lay hands on you.
10 and 31.
I've been here. Like, I got
It reads, and if the people of the land bring ware or any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell,
Meaning merchandise. If the people bring merchandise to sell it, right?
that we would not buy of it.
Right, we can't buy on the Sabbath, right? So we can't go to the store, kind of go fill up our tank. And we're supposed to do this. We got 6 days to do everything we can do. Right, but on the Sabbath day, we can't do all that. Right? Because we love the Lord. We got to keep the Sabbath. You understand? So on the Sabbath, we got to keep the Sabbath. We the Israelites. You know what I mean? And the Lord is only coming back to save the Israelites. You understand? He's saving the Israelites that's keeping the commandments. Right? Now, he's not saving the Israelites that's he kind of, I don't know, I'm going to break this commandment when I feel like, yeah, I'm going to do this. But I'm going to keep that. I'm not eating pork. Only not eating pork, but not keeping the Sabbath day. Right? Hey, brother, it's a commandment to wear fringes. His brother got fringes on, we wear fringes. That's the Lord told us to do that. So, you feel me? Right? So we got to keep the commandments. That's what we like. I think I got I got you. Look, you too, All right. Hey, man, you see how the world bring back the people. Right. Hey, and the Lord gonna wake him up, Lord willing. Lord. He said he loved God. Right. Hey, that's the spirit that brought him up to see. Right. You feel me? Right, sister, let me talk to the sister. Here, sister. What's your nationality, sister? No. Oh. She says you remember. You know your nationality? Don't give me no. Come on, sister. You know your nationality?
That's what you really want to talk about this now.
We got to. Yeah, sister. We got to talk about it.
I mean, I'm Mexican.
You Mexican? Your dad Mexican?
Yes.
Right, but you know Mexican is a word going back to my but she comes right? And that is the anointed people. It was a title put on this. You understand? Mexicans are Israelites.
I know.
So what's your nationality?
Mexican, that's what I'm saying.
No, sister, Israelite.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand?
I'm not understanding.
What you understand? What don't you understand, sister?
I don't get it. I just don't understand.
Get what?
Like, what y'all trying to do?
We just telling you what the Bible says. The Bible tells you that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are Israelites. That's our real nationality. Go to Jeremiah 17, verse 4. Bring your point out.
That's not your real race. That's not your real race.
And use the
Israelites. That's what God called.
basically the scientific word.
It's a God-given nationality. Go to this real quick. Go to Deuteronomy 28:37.
It's Jeremiah 17:4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right, the Lord said the Israelites are going to discontinue from the heritage that the Lord gave them. Right? Hey, that Mexican heritage that was put on our people, hey, the Lord didn't give them that. Hey, the white man gave them that. These other nations gave them that. You understand? You all right, brother? Right, you know your nationality?
Definitely not American.
Right, definitely not American, right? Bring this out one more time.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4.
Right?
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Hey, the Lord gave the Israelites inheritance, but he told them that they're going to discontinue from it. Who the only people that discontinue from their heritage? What's your heritage?
What you mean, discontinue from their heritage?
Stop having inheritance.
Yeah, see, we done made our own heritage now, but it don't go back that far.
I'm saying like our original heritage, aren't we the only people without one? Chinese man got his heritage.
America, yeah.
Even those our people in Africa, or our people in China, or our people in damn UK.
When you say Nigeria, that don't, man, Nigeria is nothing. They got, because I know that's where I'm half black and half white.
What's your dad?
My dad is, I mean, he's American, but I know
black?
from DNA, yeah, he's black.
Okay.
I know from DNA that our family actually, well, so I have DNA from Nigeria and DNA from a place.
Ancestry test?
Yeah, and you could, debate on the ancestry shit, whatever, it's a company, but I got DNA from Nigeria and Grenada. So Grenada is where Malcolm X's mother was from, before she came to the United States. Now, interestingly, her name, Malcolm X's mother is Louise Langdon Norton. Okay, my name is Reynaldo Dwight Norton. Jr. Now, in my DNA test, it says that our family history went from Nigeria to Grenada. Now, Louise Langdon Norton, Malcolm X's mother, was born in Grenada, but her grandmother was from Nigeria. She was kidnapped by a Scotsman named Norton. Scotsman from Scotland and Britain.
Yeah.
And where he brought her to Grenada, that's where, Malcolm X's grandmother was, that's where Malcolm X's mother was born. So, I have Scottish DNA, I have the DNA from Nigeria going to Grenada. I believe I'm,
what are the numbers?
I'm, Malcolm X's, I'm one of Malcolm X's ancestors. Ever since I found that out 3 years ago, I really just been learning about everything, you know what I'm saying?
Well, actually, Malcolm X was teaching that we the people of the Bible. Did you know that?
Right.
He was teaching us that we the lost sheep, right? We the people that the Bible is speaking of, and that's the Israelites, brother. We not Nigerian, right? We not none of that. You understand? We not Africans at all. Those people that was in Africa, right? Those so-called Nigerians from the Igbo tribe, right?
Yeah.
Certain other tribes, hey, they are Israelites. Understand that fled from Roman persecution in 70 AD. Right, that's where you get the land, the Negro land. If you look at the Negro land map, that's where you get that from. You understand? Right, bring this out. Actually.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18.
Right.
And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
Right, pedigrees, right, that's your lineage. So whatever your father is, and his father, and his father, and his father, that's what you are. You understand? So down the line, right, you will be an Israelite. You understand? Right, according to your father. Now he says, damn, that's crazy, because
I'm a student of history. I know the Romans, before all the mixture that began to go on, just of people in the cities. The people like the ancient Romans, the ancient Greeks, the ancient Egyptians, they were dark skin or brown skin like us.
Well, the ancient, yeah, that's because those are actually Japhites, right? That's only because the so-called white man came and took that. You got the white man calling themselves Jewish nowadays. They're not the real Jews. The white man calling themselves Greeks.
Man,
they really not the real Greeks.
I want to have this conversation because my mother, I got the DNA from both sides, and we always look Polish. Okay?
Really? We gonna stick with your dad though.
No, this ties into it, trust me. So, my grandma Stella, right, she was the first person born in America from Poland. So that's where half of my family, originated and come from. I wouldn't be here if they didn't come, from Poland, which at the time it was right after World War I.
But that's your mama's side.
I'm my mom's side, but I'm telling you, it ties in. So
I'm saying this is your mama's side.
yeah, this is my mother's side.
All right.
Exactly. So she spoke Polish. My aunt Marcia, she's in her mid-70s. She spoke Polish until she was 12 years old. And so they didn't call themselves white. They didn't know what white meant. They didn't call themselves American. They held on to a heritage that was much deeper than what America had created.
Well, the white man is not really white anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have this identity that was purposely, created. Like, America didn't always exist. The people who made America, they called themselves British, until they had to stop that because of whatever they were going through. But
and it actually was named after Amerigo Vespucci, an Italian map maker.
Amerigo Vespucci, and then fuck Italian, right?
So everybody calling themselves American is ultimately saying that they descend from Amerigo Vespucci. You understand?
Which is a motherfucking Italian. And the term Caucasian, if you look at the Caucasus, like in Azerbaijan, they're light-skinned to brown-skinned people. They're not even white. You know what I'm saying? In the actual Caucasus, where people in the Caucasus live, where they say Caucasian,
them is the so-called white people.
So it's all mystified. It's all like a fucking game.
Yeah, they was just saying they probably had a little dirt on them or something.
No, you feel me? Because they in the mountains.
They was white. They was white, so-called white people.
So-called,
They was, but they was Edom. They real nationality is Edomites, and your real nationality, brother, is an Israelite. You believe in the Bible?
I mean, I've read the Bible. I mean, I've taken stories from it. I believe in.
It's not stories, brother. These are accounts. It's history.
Sure, yeah, history for sure. Because I mean, it wouldn't be here if it was not history.
It's a non-fiction book.
It had to have been so important that they wrote it down. They didn't write everything down.
And everybody in this book is an Israelite. Everybody that wrote something down, they're Israelites. Now give me 2nd Ezra 15:1. Hey, you know what? You going to slavery?
Huh?
You gotta go to slavery.
Well, don't say like that, because we'll be just talking about how these white folks are confused because they are called white folks. They don't even know about.
Yeah, they confused too.
They're very confused, just like our people are very confused about where we come from because it's the state.
It's all these people that they have to go to slavery as well, bro. Right? You are an Israelite. You ain't got to worry about that. Right? The Lord said, give me Revelation 13:9 actually. But I want to get this first. 2nd Ezra 15:1. I'm gonna get to that, but I want to teach you who you is first. You understand? Right? Bring this up here.
The 2nd Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy.
Right, and the Bible is a word of prophecy. You understand? Right, bring it out and history, of course. Right,
which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord.
Right,
and cause them to be written in paper.
And that's how we got the Bible. The Israelites got prophecy from the Lord, and they wrote it in paper. You understand? Right, keep reading.
For they are faithful and true.
They are what?
For they are faithful and true.
Hey, these words are faithful and true. Hey, when the Lord say that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans is Israelites, hey, that's faithful and true, right? Everything that the Lord say is going to come to pass, they faithful and true, because it's going to happen, brother. This book is a living book, right? You can see everything happening right now. Hey, World War III is in the Bible, brother. Right? Hey, this America, the downfall of America is in the Bible. Did you know that, brother? Man, right? Hey, so-called white man going to slavery, that's in the Bible, brother. Because they have to pay for what they did to us, brother. And that's in the Bible. That's not true, brother. You understand?
Remember, brother,
the Bible is a true book.
All I have is questions. So, all right.
But what's your nationality, brother? We gotta get that first.
My nationality, still, I mean,
you said you black, right? Your dad is a so-called black man.
Yeah, I consider myself a black person.
We established that in Numbers 1:18. Your lineage goes by the house of your father. So whatever your father is, that's your nationality, right? Your dad is a so-called black man, but black is a color. That's why I went to Jeremiah 17:4 too. It said our nationality, our heritage was snatched from us. That's why we calling ourselves black. Right?
I mean, what do you think about? I mean, the different like manifestations of not black, but like because when we talk about black people in America and us as people who grew up in America as black, we have an interpretation of that black as a saying, you know, basically, what up, though? You all right, bro? Hell yeah, chill. But we have an interpretation of black in the same way the whites have an interpretation of white, you know, which is a creation. So what do you think of the history of the people like the tribe, not just the Israelites? Because in my mind, that's just one portion of the people, you know, of Africa, of the Middle East, who really created civilization. You know, what do you think of the rest of everybody? I mean, you had the Moors who conquered Spain. You know,
What do I think of everybody else other than the Israelites, other than the black man? Is that what you asked me?
My thing is, what do you think of the term black? Because that's something that is new. You know, that's an American invention.
African American
government had to turn us
Afro-American
as
is new.
you know, because they did erase and wipe away our history.
I'm gonna show you, but you gotta understand, this is our history right here. That's right.
Solely and only.
This is our history. We have other history that's secular history, but that connects with the Bible. But really, this is our history, because where do our history start? 1619, when we got off from slave ships. And now you got to do a DNA test, and now you got to figure out where you go. When the DNA test, they did a DNA test on the cow, brother. And the cow was Nigerian and African American.
Right.
How the damn cow Nigerian?
No, that shows, that's the
that
limits.
shows you that they're showing you that they can literally manipulate you to tell you who you are, because they want us to think we African. We're not African, brother. You understand? Right, bring this out.
It's Deuteronomy 28 and 37.
This is what I think of black.
And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
Hey, the Lord said the Israelites are going to become an astonishment, a laughing stock, and a proverb. That's a wise saying. Hey, an elevator can raise a family, but a black man can't. Right? You can hide anything from a nigga if you put it in a book. Right?
Literally.
And then he said a byword, brother. A byword is anything outside our God-given nationality.
Right. It's not God-given. It's given from the state of America.
They call us black, African-American, Afro-American, Negro, Spinks, monkeys. Right? They call coons. That's so jigaboos.
So my thing is, how do we, because I don't think we should, I think we should look to the past not for our identity, but
we gotta know our identity by looking at the past. Go to Deuteronomy 32:7.
All right, before he does that, there's identity is so important nowadays. Now, today, you know, identity is a very important concept. But the concept of identity we have is really from the white man, as you would call it.
That's why we throw that away.
Right. Identity can be, they term it as in, okay, if you are this, then you are that, you know. If you are born in America as a certain color, then you are black.
Hold this.
But identity is, it changes in real time. I mean, that's how people got here in the first place.
It don't change. Hey,
how do you have, you know...
You don't change. Who you are does not change.
Because the ancient Romans, okay, at one time were different tribes, all kinds of different tribes,
brother,
until they came together and turned themselves, created a new identity.
That doesn't change. Can I change who I am? Can I be a Chinese man tomorrow, brother?
No, but see...
So that's me changing my identity, right?
You're still thinking in the terms of a Chinese person is a person that is submitted to the Chinese state, okay? The Chinese government.
Squid game.
But in reality, they can, if they were to come together and, you know, take things from the past and what they want in the future, they can create their own identity. That's how China was born.
Brother, who you are from the beginning is who you are at the end. It does not change.
Right.
2 + 2 is always going to be 4. In the past, in the future, today.
But that's using mathematics. That's quantitatively.
Quantitatively,
if you take an apple tree seed and you throw it on the ground in the cement, it won't grow. Now, that's its identity is the tree of apple seed. It contains something within it. It's the apple from before it.
It's still an apple.
If you keep planting that apple seed after it keep growing and, you know, producing
is
more
the identity
seeds,
going to change?
Is the identity going to change? Is it going to change into an orange residue? Or is it going to still be an apple?
If it needs to, if something is contained within it,
come on, brother.
Like you may change.
No, but that's folly, brother.
Okay,
that's folly.
look, listen to me. Let me develop my thoughts so it can come out completely.
Okay, brother. That's folly, though.
This is what I'm saying. and right after I'm done.
Let me hear this point.
Let me develop my
brother,
point
bring it
so
up.
it'll come out completely.
I got you.
So, I will start with the first nature, the biological. If you take a seed, say of a plant, a flower, and you throw it onto the concrete like dice, it's gonna sit there, it's gonna wilt, and it's gonna die. If you throw it into a fertile soil with the right nutrients and the right ecosystem around it that will help it grow, then it's gonna grow into a full-born apple tree. Now, take humans, okay? If you place a human in the place with its own predetermined identity from the beginning, okay, that's like taking a seed which has things constituted in it already.
But it is what it is, right?
No, it is.
It just hasn't grown yet.
It is what it has inside it and what will come out of it.
It's still the same thing.
You know,
brother, if a woman have a miscarriage, that baby is still the same nationality as it was gonna be when it's born.
That's like that seed. I'm saying, but like black folks
was a miscarriage.
Like black folks in the say 1940, before the time of Malcolm X. Malcolm X was born as a Negro.
Brother,
but what he did through his
he was born an Israelite. He was called a Negro.
I just cut this up.
It's a different. Go to the etymology.
But for him to bring that out, for him
Ecclesiastes
to
1 to
find
4,
that, he
man.
had to change. He was not the same person from beginning to end.
Bring it up. Bring it up.
Say it like a man was born a man, but he identified himself as a woman. Is he a woman?
No, because biologically.
Okay then. Biologically, we are the Israelites from the beginning. Right?
From where? From like blood, you saying? Like blood
Our
relations?
bloodline is the Israelites. They can call us, hey, I can call myself a tree tomorrow. Am I a tree, brother? I identify though. I changed my identity.
But your biology is still a human. It's Israelite.
Brother,
That's probably not.
I'm talking about race, nationality. Go to the etymology of nation.
The etymology of nation, okay?
Let's bring that up.
It says the etymology of nation. It's a race of people.
Hey, what?
A race of people.
A race of people. Right? Keep reading.
A large group of people with common ancestry.
Common ancestry.
And language.
That's a nation. Right here. Common ancestry. We are the Israelites.
Really a tribe.
Brother,
a nation is...
No, because you can have different tribes in a nation. But it's still the same nation. All right? Brother, so you can't change your identity. Whatever your tribe is, whatever your nationality is, that's who you are. They can call you different things, but that doesn't matter. That's why I was about to bring out Acts 5 and 29. We ought to obey God rather than men.
So what do you think white people should do then?
They should go back and call themselves Edomites like they are. They are Edomites, according to the Bible.
Yeah, right. I don't think that they should be. I don't think they should be pushed out of learning who they are. I don't think they should be relegated, to any type of slavery.
Go to Revelation 13 and 9.
The book of Revelation, chapter 13,
This is what white people need to get prepared for.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He, and I'm going to let you look at this too, King. He that leadeth into captivity.
Now, who led the blacks into captivity, brother?
It was the royals, the kings.
It was the white people, brother.
It was not the white people. You have.
Hey, the common white man had a slave back in the day. Right, bring it out.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
So they have to go into captivity.
He that killeth with a sword must be killed with the sword.
Right?
Here's the patience and the faith of the saints.
So they gotta get killed with the sword. They have to go into slavery. Go to Jeremiah 30 and 16. You agree that white people gotta go to slavery? Because that's what they need to get rid of.
I agree with that passage. Wait, can you go back to that passage?
Go to 30 and 16.
You couldn't believe it. We're gonna bring it back to
I agree. I just don't. We have to look. This is something Malcolm X did.
Malcolm X wasn't dealing with no white man. At all.
Well, have you ever heard of the Black Panthers? What do you think about the Black Panthers?
Black Panthers they was cool in a little bit. They had, you don't like them, we with you. You don't like the government, we with you. There was white people part of them, all of that. Fred Hampton was dealing with the white man.
GOCC.
We not dealing with the white man at all. Right, bring this up.
Because
Watch this.
Bring it up.
Okay, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30 and verse 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured.
Hey, even them with their white privileges devoured.
Right, bring it up. And all thine adversaries, every one of them,
Every single one of them.
shall go into captivity.
Hey, the so-called white man was called our enemy in Deuteronomy 28:68.
They that spoiled you shall be a spoiled.
Yes.
All that prey upon me, I give to pray. Basically.
Right. Hey, so the Lord said, hey,
All thy lovers have forgotten.
that's something different. That's something different.
No. It's all part of the same thing.
It's not, brother. It's not, brother. It's not. So, real quick, hold on. You got to get my point. Verse 16 is saying that every single one of them, even the little peasants, they got to go to slavery. They have to be devoured. You understand? You are an Israelite. You need to be worried about your salvation. You understand? You need to worry about how the Lord is going to come back and redeem you, brother. Because redemption and salvation is for you. You understand that, brother? So
I do.
You have to come back to the Lord as an Israelite, brother.
I understand that, and this is where we are different right now, because what was the not the passage you just used, but the one before that?
Revelation 13.
Can I look at that one more time?
Yeah, brother.
I just like that passage. And
Revelation
part of my
13. You want the numbers?
It was like, where's that?
1:30,
Where it said he's still a man.
13 and 9. It's like those who man, I forgot.
He that still is a man.
No, go to this though. Exodus 13. Exodus 13:10. I mean Revelation 13:10.
Okay. Book of Revelation.
Oh, no, here it goes.
13 verse 10.
Yeah.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
The white man led us into captivity. He has to go to captivity. Time.
He that killeth with the sword,
Which was white man
Even today.
must be killed with the sword.
And that's why we brought out Jeremiah 30:16, because it says every one of them, even the peasant, even the little children, all of them.
Hey, but this now listen to me. Let me bring this up. After this, I have to go.
Brother, you gotta understand that you're an Israelite. All right, you are an Israelite.
This is what I understand now.
Wasn't Malcolm X teaching that?
In a way, yes.
No, he was.
In a way, but see, I read Malcolm X, his autobiography, and his story really. I mean, the most powerful portion of Malcolm X's life for me was his transition from basically a street thug, you know what I'm saying, hood, whatever you want to say, to a nigga to a man who can educate himself, who can change something with his own mind. You know,
But he was kind of going off being an Islam.
being a Muslim. I mean, I have my own thoughts about that too as well. You know,
So we have to understand.
that's what was the nation that he believed.
But he stopped that and got into the Bible and found out he was an Israelite, brother.
That's good. But what I'm saying is,
So, brother, you an Israelite.
look, I believe, okay, very strongly and truly, and I'll take this back to the beginning of things like cities, to the beginning of civilization, you know, where people, not just from different tribes, okay, because always inside the tribe, there's community, there's cooperation, interdependence, but outside the tribe, forget about it. There's war, there's conquest, there's rape, there's pillage, okay? Now, before the advent of cities, okay, before people came to cities, to build cities, people were tribalistic, they didn't get along together. Now, with the city, there was a change, there was an emergence of plagues, okay, where people could go, no matter what tribe they were from, in its best, most liberatory, you know.
So you love.
No, let me go. Show a point, brother.
Yeah, what is your point?
I'm getting to it, you know, because there's a lot contained within it, so I have to bring that out.
I'm
now.
saying, are you saying that you like everybody together?
This is what I'm saying. The city provided an arena for more than just private or family or tribe. It provided an arena for humanity. Okay? So this is my point. The conquering that happened, and specifically of our people, say 500 years ago, was not led realistically by any peasant or slave, because let us not forget, okay, the Sumerians, okay, who were considered one of the first civilizations. They built these big cities and then conglomerated them together to make society, okay? It was not black people, these are Middle Eastern people, okay? And that was
those are Africans, so-called Africans.
and it was a slave-based society, okay? So
It wasn't
in
a
that
slave-based